This is a short tutorial on Weaver. Once you have a workspace, you'll want to include others into the workspace so that they can participate in the activities there. So this tutorial covers how to add a person to a workspace, how to send them an invitation, which simplifies things for them, and how new users register. So this is a typical workspace, and everything is controlled through the roles of the workspace. So you see a list of roles on the right here, members, administrators, and facilitators and circle administrators, and they're checked for the roles that you're currently playing. And also, you'll see the list of members at the bottom. The role that is most important is the members role. If you're in the members role, then you're going to have access to the workspace. And so now you're seeing all the people that have access to the workspace. So you control the roles with the Roles tab over on the left. So if you click on Roles, you'll see a list of all the roles, and you'll see who's playing those roles at the current time and a bit of a description about it. And if you click on the role, it'll bring up the dialog box for editing who's the members of the roles. Now you're seeing the 4 people that are there. If you start to enter someone who has already been in the system, after you type 3 letters, you'll see them listed down below, and you can just sort of pick them from the list. But I think it's more common that we find ourselves trying to add people to the workspace who have never actually accessed the system before. And to do that, you only need their email address. That's it. Just knowing their email address, I press return, and now Charles here has access to the workspace. If he was to come and to log in, he would then be a member of this workspace and he would have full access. So that's all you have to do to add a person to the workspace, whether they've been to the system before or not. But in this case, we have a user that's never been to the system. Now, he'll start receiving notifications when the meeting announcements go out, and when new comments are created and topics are created, he'll start getting those by email. So eventually something will draw him in. But sometimes it's nice to go ahead and send an invitation. So you can do that by clicking on the icon here. And you can look at his profile and you can remove him here, but this important one is to compose and send the invitation. So here it's pre-filled with some text that you may want to put in there, but you can change that. All right, so once you've gotten the text that you want, you click Send Invitation, and now it says it sent it. So let's go take a look and see what that would actually look like. So Charles will receive a message that looks like this. Here's the text that I typed in, but down at the bottom it's pre-filled with some links. This message has been sent to his email address, so by the time he clicks on this link, we already know that this was delivered to his email. Click on the link. So it's validated here that he owns the email address, so all he has to do is set up his name and enter the password like normal. So now he's set up his account. He's now fully enabled, and he's brought right to the workspace. So now you can see he's a member of the members role, and he now has access to the workspace. So here's what we saw. As someone who owned a workspace, I simply entered someone's email address. I then sent them an invitation, and then based on that email that they received, they were able to click and access the workspace and set up their password and name in a single action. So it's really very easy to bring people into the workspace. You can do that multiple times. Go back to roles. You can add any number of people at the same time. You do need to go out and click on Send Invite. If he loses the invite, you can go ahead and send it again. No problem. You can send the invite as many times as you want to until finally he hooks up and has access to the system. So that's how you do it.